Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, I just welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are 17 days away from the Great American Race, the 2026 Daytona 500. Looks like weather will be affecting the Busch, the Cookout Clash at Beaumont this weekend. So a lot going on there. I predicted snow on Saturday, so but if this race does happen on Sunday, it will be the coldest race in NASCAR history. So more to come on that. We'll get a preview up at some point before the race happens, probably. We'll see what happens with that. All right, car number 17. As we are profiling all the car numbers going down from 104, we'll get down to 0 and 00 in the morning of the 500. We are at number 17. Now, all these car numbers, and I've talked about this in different videos, is, from when I first became a fan until now, there's certain drivers that, I hear 17, you pop their certain drivers' names off, obviously. Matt Kenseth and the current driver, Chris Buescher. Ricky Stenhouse won a couple speedway races. Darrell Waltrip, that 17 tied ride he won at Daytona, which, if I remember correctly, that 17 car was only a tie for a year or two under the Hendrick Motorsports banner. And then the 17 went to Darwall Racing with Darrell Waltrip as I love when Darrell would, the driver and the owner, because he turned his head, I'm like, talking about his driver, cussing his driver out, and then, Michael, he had to play the two characters, which is pretty freaking awesome. Wish that could have lasted and done better, but, that was an era of this sport where drivers went from driving to owner-driver, and then the idea was to transition into just an owner. It didn't work for a lot of them. It seemed like the better you were as a driver, the not great you were as an owner, and vice versa. If you weren't that great of a driver, you ended up becoming a pretty successful car owner. There's obviously exceptions on both sides. Obviously, Richard Petty Enterprises was that family operation. He obviously 200 wins. Not all of them came with Petty Enterprises, and then Cale Yarborough unfortunately wasn't great as an owner. Darrell wasn't. He won a few races, but nothing really big. Junior Johnson, 50 wins as a driver, 6 championships as a car owner. So, but all right, car number 17, 1,950 starts in the Cup Series and counting, because we know Chris Buescher will be in the 2026 season. 76 wins, 366 top 5s, 670 top 10s, 50 poles. First race was July 10th, 1949. Last race, November 2nd, 2025. 96 different drivers had the number 17 on the side of their car. 5 different of those drivers won races. 1,297 as a Ford, 560 as a Chevrolet, 70 Mercury, 53 Pontiac, 33 Buick, 27 Oldsmobile, 9 Dodge, 7 Plymouth, 4 Chrysler, and 4 Hudson. Matt Kenseth leads the way with 471 starts, 24 wins, 126 top 5s, 227 top 10s, average finish of 14.4. The aforementioned Darrell Waltrip, 344 starts in the number 17, 15 wins, 71 top 5s, 137 top 10s, average finish of 16.7. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 251 starts, 2 wins at Daytona Summer Race and at Talladega Race, 15 top 5s, 34 top 10s, average finish of 20.3. The current driver, Chris Buescher, 215 starts, 5 wins. We know he can win on almost any kind of track. Hopefully, 2026 is going to be a bounce back year for not only Chris Buescher, but for RFK. No wins in 2025. And if you look at the teams that from 24 to 25 expanded to 3 teams, front row, they didn't have any wins. 23-11 had the 1 win with Bubba. And then RFK, no wins. Trackhouse, obviously, SVG getting his 5 wins, and then Ross getting 1 win. But Daniel Suarez went winless in the 99. So, most of the teams that transitioned from 2-car to 3-car in 2025 struggled. What's going to happen in 26 now? Now that RFK's had 3 cars for another year. Now that 23-11's had 3 cars for another year. Same way with front row. Same way with Trackhouse. How are they going to bounce back in 2026? And so Chris Buescher is going to be one of those we're going to keep an eye on to see what he's able to do. Can he make the chase? Can he be top 16 in points? Obviously, the wins don't matter anymore. He's just got to get top 16 in points. David Pearson, 140 starts. 30 of his wins came in the number 17. And I can picture it in my head. Blue 17 with gold numbers, if I remember correctly. 100 top 5s, 107 top 10s, average finish of 7.7. Fred Harb, there's a name we don't talk about much. 110 starts, 9 top 5s, 28 top 10s, average finish of 16.4. On the Xfinity side, 572 starts among 65 different drivers, 43 wins among 7 different drivers, 178 top 5s, 295 top 10s. First race March 3rd, 1982. Last race November 1st, 2025. Matt Kenseth leads the way there as well. 224 starts, 24 wins, 109 top 5s, 153 top 10s, average finish of 11.0. Darrell Waltrip, 97 starts, 13 wins in the Xfinity Series, 39 top 5, 50 top 10, average finish of 14.1. Tanner Berryhill, 37 starts, average finish of 31.4. Robbie Reiser, yeah, the crew chief Robbie Reiser used to drive. 28 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 26.6. J.J. Yaley, 13 starts, average finish of 23.2. Corey Day, 11 starts, 2 top 10, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish of 15.9. And we found out Corey Day will be full-time in the number 17 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. I actually got to meet him at Worldwide Technology Raceway last year. Got a picture with him. Seemed like a great young kid. I'm excited to see what his full season is going to do. Is he going to rise to that next level and start winning races kind of like a Connor Zellage did? And then Kyle Larson, 9 starts in the number 17, 2 wins, 8 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 6.8. Now on the truck side, 522 starts among 41 different drivers. 8 drivers won 17 races. 132 top 5s, 269 top 10s. First race was September 7th, 1995. Last race, October 31st, 2025. Timothy Peters, there's a name from the past. 198 starts in the number 17 truck, 9 wins, 56 top 5s, 116 top 10s. Average finish 11.1. David Ruderman, 75 starts, 1 win, 17 top 5s, 38 top 10s, average finish of 14.1. Taylor Gray, 56 starts, 11 top 5s, 22 top 10s, average finish of 14.7. Ricky Hendrick, 30 starts, 1 win, 8 top 5s, 23 top 10s, average finish of 9.4. And then Rich Bickle, 27 starts, 3 wins, 15 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and an average finish of 9.0. All right. So we are 17 days away from the Daytona 500, and just each and every day, one day closer. This non-racing season is almost over, folks. The season's about to begin. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.